It all started with a raised bed that just wouldn't come back to life. The soil looked decent on the surface, crumbly, dark, and seemingly rich. But every plant I tried flopped within weeks. Tomatoes turned pale. Lettuce never took off. Carrots forked and stunted. Frustrated, I decided to do something a bit unconventional. Instead of reaching for compost or fertilizer, I tested 3 strange but popular soil fixes I'd seen buzzing around in gardening circles: coffee grounds, alfalfa pellets, and banana peel tea. They all claimed to revive tired soil, feed microbes, and bring back the buzz of underground life. But let me tell you, only one of them actually delivered. So, if your garden soil looks healthy but feels dead, let's dig deep into what worked, what flopped, and why you should think twice before pouring kitchen scraps into your beds hoping for a miracle. The coffee grounds craze: hype or help? The internet loves coffee grounds. They're supposed to add nitrogen, improve soil texture, and even repel pests. Some gardeners swear by them, so I collected used grounds for a few days, dried them slightly, and worked them into one of my raised beds, about a half-inch layer across the surface. I watered it in and waited. The first week, nothing noticeable. But by week 2, I spotted trouble. The surface crusted over. Water wasn't penetrating easily, and worst of all, seedlings were struggling to germinate. When I dug down, the soil felt drier and slightly compacted. I realized coffee grounds can clump up, forming a barrier when used in bulk. They also tend to acidify the soil over time, which could spell trouble for plants that prefer neutral or alkaline conditions. More importantly, the supposed nitrogen boost never came. That's because coffee grounds contain mostly complex organic compounds that need time, sometimes months, to break down. The nitrogen isn't instantly available, and in fact, during decomposition, microbes may even rob the soil of nitrogen temporarily as they work to break the grounds down. So, my verdict? Coffee grounds are not a quick fix. They're better composted first or used very sparingly. Certainly not the miracle cure I was hoping for. Banana peel tea, sweet-sounding but shallow. The idea is simple. Soak banana peels in water for a few days, and you'll get a tea loaded with potassium, phosphorus, and even calcium. I made a batch, let it steep for 5 days in a covered container, and then watered it into the second raised bed. The smell wasn't great, but I was optimistic. Potassium is key for flowering, and phosphorus supports root development. What could go wrong? Turns out, banana peel tea is more myth than miracle. After a few applications over 2 weeks, there was no visible change in the plants. No lush growth, no explosion of blooms, nothing. It was as if I just watered the bed with plain water. That's because most nutrients in banana peels are not water-soluble. Soaking peels doesn't magically extract the good stuff. In fact, most of the nutrients stay trapped in the peel itself unless it's composted and broken down by microbes. Plus, this tea can attract fruit flies and gnats if you're not careful. I found myself dealing with small clouds of bugs every time I lifted the mulch. Not exactly what you want in a tidy raised bed. The final nail in the coffin? Soil tests after the trial showed no increase in available potassium or phosphorus. It was a placebo for the garden. Alfalfa pellets, the surprising champion. Alfalfa wasn't my first guess for a soil fixer. It's usually marketed as rabbit food, but seasoned organic gardeners often swear by it for one reason. It's packed with nutrients and natural growth hormones like triacontanol. That caught my attention. So I took a handful of dehydrated alfalfa pellets and scattered them in my third raised bed. I watered generously and watched. Within a week, I saw a difference. Earthworm activity increased noticeably. Tiny castings dotted the surface. The soil started to smell alive again. When I transplanted a few kale seedlings into that bed, they not only took off, but they also outpaced their counterparts in the other beds by a mile. Greener leaves, faster growth, thicker stems. The soil had gained a softness and bounce that wasn't there before. So, alfalfa breaks down pretty quickly and feeds soil microbes in the process. It releases nitrogen in a slow and balanced way, and also adds organic matter as it decomposes. Even better, it helps foster those important fungal networks and bacterial colonies that are, essential for long-term soil health. It was the only one of the 3 that actually provided both immediate results and long-term benefits. And unlike coffee or banana tea, it didn't create any imbalances or strange smells. Here's the hard truth. Most DIY soil hacks shared online sound great because they're easy, cheap, and available in your pantry. But they rarely deliver because they bypass the real problem: soil biology. Reviving dead soil isn't just about tossing in random nutrients. It's about feeding the soil food web, the bacteria, fungi, worms, and microscopic life that turn raw matter into fertility. Coffee grounds are too raw and acidic. Banana peels offer nutrients in the wrong form. But alfalfa pellets? They hit the sweet spot. They're already partially broken down, easy for microbes to process, and packed with compounds that actually support plant growth. They don't just patch up soil, they build it. So what should you do? If you're staring at a lifeless bed and wondering what quick fix might turn things around, skip the trendy kitchen hacks. Trust biology over novelty. Feed the soil with something that actually feeds the underground ecosystem. Based on this test, alfalfa pellets are the real deal, a weird fix that works because it respects how soil truly functions. Use them with a layer of mulch and some moisture, and you'll jumpstart your garden's recovery. If you've ever tried one of these fixes or have a weird one of your own, I'd love to hear what happened. Drop your experience in the comments. And if you found this test helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe, give us a like, and share this with a fellow gardener who's struggling with soil that just won't come back to life. This kind of real tested info is what Hydro Haven is all about, helping you garden smarter, not harder.